the threshold of stillness. We often enter the wilderness looking for an escape. But what we usually find is ourselves. We carry our names, our titles, and our histories into the trees like heavy rucksacks. But look at these mountains. They do not know your name. They do not care for your achievements or your failures. Into the philosophy of Wu Wei, there is a profound realization. The river doesn't try to flow, and the mountain doesn't try to be still. They simply are. As we step into this digital forest, I invite you to ask yourself, who are you when there is no one around to tell you who you are? The myth of the separate self. Alan Watts often spoke about the illusion of the ego. The idea that we are a lonely spark of consciousness, trapped inside a bag of skin, looking out a hostile or indifferent world. But if you look closely at this landscape, where does the forest end and the sky begin? You are not a visitor in this world. You are a manifestation of it. Just as an apple tree, apples, the universe, peoples. When you stand here, watch the light fade over the pines. Are you the one watching the sunset? Or is the sunset experiencing itself through your eyes? There is no observer separate from the observed. There is only the observing. The architecture of solitude. There is a difference between being lonely and being alone. Loneliness is the ego, hunger for validation. Solitude is the soul's return to its natural state. In these quiet corners of the world, we find that the self we defend so fiercely is actually quite transparent. When we stop talking, stop planning, and stop doing, the frantic noise of the mind begins to settle. Like mud in a glass of water. It sinks to the bottom, leaving the water clear. In this clarity, we find that we don't need to add anything to this moment to make it perfect. It was already finished before we arrived. Returning to the now. As the light leaves the sky, let the need for answers leave your mind. You don't need to solve the mystery of life. You are the mystery. There is nowhere to go and nothing to achieve. Stay here in this digital heaven for as long as you need. The trees will still be here. The wind will still blow. And you are exactly where you are meant to be. Not as a stranger in the woods, but as the woods themselves, taking a breath